machine of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Tennessee Titans taking on Jared Goff and the New York Jets.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
To pick up a 3.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 11 carries, 75 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
At the 31.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards on the play and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw. Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Titans 23-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to number
Justin Jefferson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Love's pass intercepted by the Jets.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Goff. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
At their own 21-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Love now on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Love from the gun on third down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first three drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Dorsett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Goff, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Kazin. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Goff. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on third, Goff. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Again, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
First down, Jets.
Now Goff on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps. So
on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing finger.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Over the middle to Smith.
Good for a 10.
And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. What we got?
To the air again, Love. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going back to Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Love from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Gain of 6 yards.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Touchdown, Titans. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Flushed out right.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Brock Wilson. Goff's pass.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. Love looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
13 yards.
On first down, gone.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. To throw is Goff. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Justin Jefferson.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6, and not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. 2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, here's Goff. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the gun, Goff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Now it's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Love now to pass on first down. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Darquez Dennard there defensively. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Being chased out left. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown.
Number 11, A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's caught left side by Cooks. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pigs? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
1st and 10. At their own.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. To the air again. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Number 11.
A.J. Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single game. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Goff. Flushed out right.
He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing again is Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Goff throwing again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And the Titans are going to recover the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Love took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. $18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't just a fuck.
So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
Back to throw, gone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Going back to Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Goff. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second down.
Second down and 10.
Goff now to throw. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.